to improve upon. So yeah, I mean, the next show that I do, I'm going to come back better. And the next show that I do, I will make sure that I'm getting my pro card before I even show up to the show.
The first place award, the IFBB Pro card to be the winner.
Oh my God!
Dominick, Nicolai.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So we just got to Vegas. I didn't film much at the airport just because I don't really feel like it, and I had to get up super early. I got up at 3:40. Right now it's about 2 o'clock. I'm not staying at the host hotel because it was full, and not only that, but usually the host hotel for competitions is not really the best, not really where you want to be. So we ended up staying at the Hard Rock, which is just right across the street. So it's a nice room. Today what I did for breakfast is I had a big shake with some oats, some bananas, some maca root, some chlorophyll, and some egg whites, and just a lot of other stuff like that. And what I'm doing for my carb up, because it's Thursday right now, the show's on Saturday, so what I'm doing for my carb up today is I made a bunch of oat and yam like purees. So I probably should have showed you guys when I was making that, but I just didn't really have the time or kind of feel like it, to be honest. But I can show you what they look like probably when I eat my next one. In any case, at this hotel, despite the fact that it's a nice room, it doesn't have a microwave, it doesn't have a fridge, and it doesn't even have a coffee maker, so I can't even make my tea. So what I'm doing is I'm just using one of Pro Train's Keep It Cool bags. No, they didn't make my carbs for these few days. I'm just using the Keep It Cool bag, but all the food is in here. And I'm using little baggies like this, along with the ice machine down the hallway, to keep my food cool for the next 2 days. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to keep changing out the ice on that. Here's some of the teas that I brought. I brought a turmeric tea, a kava stress relief tea, and then a weightless cranberry water loss sort of tea. Whew, and let's see. So I got my my water shred. I'm gonna take that tonight, and I'm gonna see what that does to me. I don't want it to pull water from my muscle. So if it ends up pulling water from my muscle, which I don't think it will, then I'm not gonna take it. So it looks like I spoke too soon. Right as I was talking about how I didn't have a fridge and I have to keep changing out the ice, I put myself on the wait list for a medicinal mini fridge. So now I have my medicinal mini fridge for my my medication, and I'm doing that because if I wouldn't have said that it was for medicine, they charge you like $30 a night for a mini fridge, which I don't want to pay an extra $90 for no reason. So now I guess I will be taking all these out and putting them in the mini fridge over there. So what I have on tap for the rest of the day is I'm going to be going to check-ins tonight between 7 and 9, and then I'm going to do a stimulation workout at the gym. I'm going to do a bit of cardio to help me shake a bit of this water weight. That's what I'm looking like right now. So right now all I'm doing is I'm just going around the room. I'm putting random shit away. Like there was just a lot of these type of trinket things everywhere, like this stuff. And I'm just cleaning up the entire space so that everything I see around me is going to be of some sort of use to me, and I know where everything is. I'm trying to make this as seamless and as stress-free as I can for myself. And so far it's going really well. So right now Bianca wants to go out to a vegan restaurant. I don't know if I'm going to bring the camera, just because it's kind of a liability, but we'll see. Alright, so the cool part about all of this is if I'm actually able to get my pro card on Saturday, I'll be able to call myself a self-coached IFBB Pro. So now a lot of people doing these shows all have coaches and teams and stuff like that, which is fine. There's nothing against that. But there's really not many self-coached IFBB Pros that I know of. So hopefully I'm able to pull it off, and I hope it all goes well. Now, we're going to this vegan restaurant right now, which reminds me, if you guys saw my, one of my Miami National videos, where it was called 37 Days with No Meat, I didn't take that approach this time, and not because it didn't work, just kind of because I don't really know, but I'll explain more later. All right, so we're at the vegan restaurant. I got my tea bags right here. I got a little bit of lemon, and I looked at the prices, and then I realized, why am I gonna pay $20 for something that I could just get at Chipotle? So I'm gonna go ahead and eat at Chipotle after this, and I'll show you guys what I order there. So here's what Bianca got. This is the vegan chicken nachos. It actually looks pretty good, but for $20, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get a Chipotle for $7 instead. Alright, I'm gonna get 3 veggie bowls all to go, and they're all gonna be exactly the same. So what I ended up getting is I ended up getting 3 veggie bowls, 1 for today, maybe 1 or 2 for tomorrow. So what's in them? Double beans, double rice, guacamole, lettuce, fajita vegetables, mainly for the salt, and some of the corn salsa and some of the mild salsa. So anyways, basically what the main difference that I noticed with myself between this prep and the last prep, in terms of doing like the no meat thing for a month, and then doing back to a regular style of dieting in terms of eating meat. Basically, I noticed that this time around, like I'm a little bit more bloated at the end of the day. So I look basically the same, but my stomach is a little bit more distended by the end of the day. And when I was doing the no meat thing, my stomach was just kind of just flat, like all the time. All right, so here's one of those carb meals I was talking about. Yeah, I know it doesn't look too appetizing, but honestly, it actually tastes really good. It's just more of that oat puree with brown sugar, vanilla, salt, coconut oil, and that's about it. Outside of that, I just got back from check-ins. I ended up in Class E, which is the same class that I ended up in as Miami Nationals, so I guess that's good. I'm trying to find my little badge thing. There we go. I don't know if that's backwards or not, but that's the class. So now I'm about to go get a little stimulation workout in and do some cardio. And yeah. Alright, so very unfortunately, the hotel gym here in Las Vegas, where everything is 24 hours, actually closes at 8 p.m., which was an hour and 3 minutes ago. So basically, what that means for me is I'm going to be doing all body weight exercises. I'm just going to go ahead and say that all the walking around I did today between all these hotels and throughout the airports, I'm just going to say that was my cardio, which is not ideal, but I guess it's what I'm going to have to work with. I might even go outside and do a lap around this whole place if I feel like I need to. So I'm going to be doing body weight exercises, like you'll see right there. And I'm going to be doing a few exercises using these 2 gallons that I bought to drink for tomorrow and Saturday, which is going to be side delt raises, overhead tricep extensions, some hammer curls, What's the last one?
Front.
And some front delt raises. So I mean, this is definitely not ideal. These are about 9 pounds each, which is pretty light, to be honest. And on top of that, it's a very awkward grip, but I mean, maybe that'll work in my favor. So I'm gonna get to it.
Get it. All right, next set. Go do your next set.
So just a quick recap. This is what I'm using to carb up. In terms of food, I got my yam meal, my oatmeal, and then my vegan Chipotle bowls. So all carbs, a little bit of fiber so I can actually shit this out and not be bloated on stage, but a lot of sugar and a lot of salt. Alright, so it is morning time. I woke up at about 10:30 today because I just told myself I'm going to let myself sleep as much as I need to, because tomorrow is going to be a pretty early morning. Now this is my the yams and the bananas with the brown sugar. I know it looks terrible. I know it looks like probably like refried beans, but you know, it does taste good and it's helping to fill me out. Alright, so I'm getting my last stimulation workout in. Just a 10 minutes of cardio. Now I'm just doing a bunch of random machines. Alright, so I just got back from my stimulation workout. To be honest, I really don't even feel like eating this right now, but like I'm honestly not even hungry, but I'm just going to go ahead and eat it because that's what I need to fill out. And then, oh yeah, so outside of that, today so far, this was my first meal like you guys saw. My second meal was one of those Chipotle bowls. This is my third meal, and then tonight I'm going to eat one of the oatmeal meals. So I think that's going to cap off my food for the day. Then tomorrow morning I'm going to eat one of these. Then before stage I'm going to drink my naked juice. And that's about it. And right after this I'm going to shower up, I'm going to scrub my whole body, then I'm going to go get my spray tan and the naked juices. Alright, so I just got back from tanning, and I also got back from CVS. I got my 2 naked juices, so this one's for the prejudging and this one's for the finals. Outside of that, now I'm just going to confine myself to my hotel room for the rest of the night. I'm going to try to get to bed early because tomorrow is a pretty early morning. I have to be up at 6 o'clock to get my my second coat of spray tan at 6:30. So then at 6:30 to 7, I'm going to get my second coat. Then from 7 to 7:30, I'm going to be heading over to the actual show venue to be at the meeting at 7:30. Then at 9 o'clock, the prejudging starts, and that's where all the judging is going to happen. Alright, so like I said, it was an early morning today. I'm about to leave right now to go get my final coat of tan. I basically woke up at like 3:50, and then right when I woke up I couldn't go back to sleep because, I don't know, I guess I'm just excited. So right now I'm just gathering all my stuff, double checking to make sure I have everything, drinking my water, and then I'm going to go walk over to get my tan.
Ryan DeLeos, Daniel Gonzalez, Rafael Gonzalez, Matt Graves, Ron Hernandez, Carlos. Dominick, Nicolai.
Dominick!
From Bozeman, Montana, Kellen Vince.
All right, so prejudging is over. Unfortunately, they confiscated the camera from Bianca when they were trying to get into the show. So we didn't get any footage, but I got first callouts. I'm pretty sure I'm top 3, and top 2 get their pro cards.
Tell him that you were in the center the whole time.
I was in the center the whole time, but I mean, and I was in the box the whole time, which usually means first or second place. But I mean, who knows if the judges were going off that? I don't really know. The only way to find out is tonight, so I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, so I'm doing. I've been doing a lot of my teas. I got one of the stress relief teas and the cranberry water loss teas. That stress relief tea is like, it works really well because it has a kava in there, which I believe is some kind of like root that I mean, I don't really know. I just know that like when I take it or when I drink this stuff, like it kind of just makes you feel like really, or not like really, but like it kind of just takes the edge off. Like it just like makes you like kind of relax a little bit, I guess. It's by Yogi Teas. I do like that brand a lot because they don't put any natural flavors or anything like that in there. They do use a bit of stevia, which I wouldn't prefer, but I mean, it's whatever. So right now, just waiting until about 3:30. I'm gonna relax, watch a little bit of YouTube, some of these car channels that I like.
Finals number 489, 492, 501, 504, and 508.
Dominick! 501! Nicolai! 916!
All right, here we go with our top 5.
Wow, you look amazing!
Taking the 5th place award to number 489, DWELLY Angasaur. In 4th place, number 508, James Williams. Finishing in 3rd place, number 492, Tommy Clark.
Fuck yeah!
Please take the 2nd place award, the IFBB Pro card. To your runner-up, number 504, Chantilly and Riley.
Oh my God! Dominick!
And please take the 1st place award, the IFBB Pro card to your winner.
Oh my
number
God!
501, Dominick. Nicolai.
Wow! Wow!
All right, gentlemen, everybody in towards the center, please. Your favorite pose.
I can't believe this.
All right, good to go. We will have Dominick back.
All right, guys, so I did it. I can now say I'm a self-coached IFBB Pro. No team, no coach, none of that. Just myself and my past experience, knowing my body, knowing what works for me and what doesn't. I'm not saying I came in perfect. I definitely didn't come in perfect at all. Obviously, I can always improve, but it's pretty crazy. It's pretty, I mean, it's kind of a weird feeling right now. But yeah. Hey, what's going on, Bruce?
Dom, good job.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm so happy this paid off.
Oh my God, that's just gotta be.
All right, so I just got back from eating like 2 desserts and 1 entree, but I'm kind of mad because I also forgot to record it. But that's because, like, I honestly just couldn't even think. just because I was so hungry, because the last time I ate was like 3:30 or something, and then I ate at 9:30, which doesn't seem like that long until you're like a really low state of body fat. But yeah, I'll be sure to get a lot more you know, stuff like that, like lifestyle stuff tomorrow. Or actually, so tomorrow I have a the winner's photo shoot or whatever is at 10 o'clock. So before that, I'm planning, well, actually, I don't know. I might wake up full, and in the case that I wake up like full and not hungry, then I'm not gonna get donuts before the photo shoot. But if I wake up hungry, which I don't think I'm going to, then I will go ahead and I'll get donuts before I go to the photo shoot. But I'm gonna try and get some footage of that for you guys.
Wait, my ass is not in there, is it?
God.
Alright, guys, twist this way a little bit. Put the right hand on your hip. Right hand right here. Yeah, back here. You're all twisting this way. Turn your upper body. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Alright, so as you saw, I just finished up with the winner's photo shoot at the host hotel, and now we're here at Crunch Donut, and these actually look like some of the best donuts I've seen, honestly. Like, they look like really nicely made. These are 3 vegan ones, and these are 3 not vegan ones. This is like a plain one. Actually, I don't even know what they are anymore. I honestly forgot. I just want to eat them. Alright, so we're at City Athletic Club in Las Vegas right now. And I'm fortunate enough that they encourage me to film, take photos, take videos, which is pretty rare for a gym, especially a gym with good lighting. It's not, you know, crazy busy right now. And on top of that, this is like the Gold Gym of Las Vegas. Super cool place. If you guys are ever in Las Vegas, I highly recommend you come here. The address is 7980 West Sahara Avenue or something like that. City Athletic Club, Las Vegas. If you like going to the gym, come here and you won't regret that. And you won't regret that you came here. Plus they got these really cool dumbbells, but they're not called dumbbells, they're called J-bells. Look at that. They feel really good because they're like, it's like the weight is evenly distributed all the way around your hand, as opposed to like a big clunky dumbbell that is like 2 lopsided weights. This has to be some of the most badass gym equipment I've ever seen, to be honest. Like, this is still being all like built and put together and shit, but the way that this is set up right now is so like, I don't know, it just looks like it's about to be like some kind of like TV show is about to start being recorded in here or something like that. But check out this equipment. So I don't know, look at this, it's a barbell. It's like some kind of like bunny rabbit with a skull face on it or something like that. So check that out. Check out, this is probably the coolest thing. So this is a pec fly machine. You lie back on it. It's got motorcycle handlebar grips right there. And it works like this. It's plate loaded. A plate loaded. I've never seen a pec fly at this angle before. But like even when you look at like if you look at all the welds are super nice. Look at that. Look at this diamond plate, this diamond cup, I think that's what it's called. Got the little skull thing right there. There's where the plates are loaded, and as you can see, these are not regular plates. These are all custom made plates. I think that's a 25, it might be 20 pounds, I don't really know, but this place is so badass. All right, so here's the upstairs part of the gym. Like I said, one of the main reasons why I like this gym so much is because of how badass the lighting is here. It's all circular overhead lights, exactly like that. So when you stand like a little bit like off-centered from the light, it creates like the perfect shadows on your body. So I can't remember if I already spoke on this or not, but just in case I didn't, one of the hardest aspects of this competition for me was just the mental part of it. And I don't mean like in terms of like dieting and stuff like that, because why is this not focusing? Because I'm pretty much I'm on a diet like year round, and I've been on a diet. I mean, I've been doing this for the last like 7 years, since I was 15, prepping for expos, photo shoots, competitions, events, stuff like that. What I mean is, like, it was really hard for me to not like mentally freak myself out about the show, like in terms of like, oh, I looked like this last time, like in Miami, 5 weeks out, like I was super lean, like a little bit, like probably like 1% leaner than I was this time for the show. So I was just really trying not to think about that. I'm trying my best to resist like looking at all the competition, like who I'm going to be competing against, like on Instagram and stuff like that, because you know, if I see somebody who I'm competing against and I think that they look really good, like it's for me, it like gets in my head, and then it kind of like freaks me out, and I like kind of intimidate myself. So I just really tried my best to just kind of ignore all that stuff, not look at anyone, and just focus on myself and just do the best that I could, which I think I did. So I'm really happy about that. Alright guys, so we're here at a doghouse. This is going to be my last meal, one of my last meals here in Vegas. That's what Bianca got. It's a veggie dog and some onion rings. I got a burger, a hot dog and some onion rings. Alright guys, so I'm a little bit mad because I went to Royalty Exotics in Las Vegas, which is like a super cool exotic car rental place.
All ticketed and confirmed passengers for $17.29.
And I didn't get any footage of that because I got there and I was too excited. So didn't get any footage of that, unfortunately, but I got to look at the owner of Houston's Bugatti. They did a cold start for me. I got to check out some of their Huracans and McLarens. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this vlog. I got my pro card. I did it myself. Super cool experience. Thank you to Muscle Contest. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my sponsors. Thank you to my friends. I'm an IFBB Pro, and I couldn't be happier. and the
So stay tuned for more and for my pro show.
so all the vlogs that you're gonna see preceding this one are gonna be just
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is your final call for
the things that are gonna be leading up to my first pro debut. But I definitely have a lot of work to do before I can hold a candle to most of those pro guys who are placing, you know, top 5, top 10. Those are some serious physiques, super top-notch competitors, and I have a lot of work to do to be able to stand next to them. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.
It's the first time these gentlemen are facing each other, everybody. This is being judged live right now. It is for the overall men's physique title.
Dominick!
Send it down to the judges. Big Steve.
Thank you, Bob. 452 and 414 switch. 514, excuse me.
Dominick! Looking
429
nice!
and 524 switch.
Dominick! Hell yeah!
417 and 514 switch.
Dominick! Dominick! Abs!
511
Abdominal!
and 524 switch.
No!
Gentlemen, face the curve. Gentlemen, turn around. 452 and 524 switch. 524 and 429 switch.
Dominick!
Gentlemen, face the curve. Face front.
Dominick!
Thank you, gentlemen. You can step to your right, please.
All right, gentlemen, this way, your other way. In Vegas, race this way. Is number 477, Carter.